Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how I can use Navi to improve the security of a Java application called Waltz. Waltz is an open source enterprise information service that helps organizations get a clear view of their IT systems, and it's a good example of a large enterprise code base. Throughout the demo, I'll be using the AppMap plugin for the JetBrains IDEs, but you can also use AppMap as an extension in Visual Studio Code found through the marketplace. During the demo, we'll explore how Navi enhances security practices by helping teams create clear, actionable documentation artifacts that mitigate risks and streamline code reviews. We'll show how Navi, which uses runtime data analysis, gives us information about how software works that other tools like Copilot just can't provide. A question that we get a lot is, how does Navi compare to Copilot? Let's answer that question with an example. In this case, I want to know whether or not my access to the admin panel is being logged to the database. Access logs are critical for auditability and security because they track and detect suspicious activity. Let's see how Copilot and Navi handle this. First, I'll ask Copilot, is my access to the system admin panel logged? Unfortunately, in this case, it's not able to determine an answer. It gives me some general recommendations as to where I could look to answer this question myself. Next, I'll ask Navi the same question. Is my access to the system admin panel logged? Navi uses runtime data to check if the request was logged and shows the exact class and method responsible. It can even give me a definitive answer yes, as through the runtime data, it has visibility into exactly what code was executed when the access log was written. This big difference shows that Navi gives us insights based not only on static code, but it's also aware of what the application did at runtime, which allows it to provide us responses with much higher accuracy. We'll walk through how Navi can aid in the generation of security-focused documentation artifacts, ensuring that risks are identified, analyzed, and properly documented for consistent handling across the team. In this case, we'll start with a reported security issue. This particular issue highlights a risk. Users with administrative privileges possess the ability to modify their own roles, potentially allowing them to elevate their permissions beyond their intended limits, or allowing them to remove restrictions placed by other administrators. So let's use Navi to unpack this, and we'll create some documentation to guide engineers toward a secure resolution. To begin, we'll get a head start by using the description of this issue. I'm going to copy this text and drop it into a file in my code editor. Now, I'll start a new Navi chat and I'll add this issue as a pinned item within my Navi editor. I'm essentially sharing this file with Navi, and it'll help steer our discussion moving forward. First, we'll ask Navi to describe the current behavior of role management. This will help us begin to build an understanding of how the issue may occur and where gaps may exist within the implementation. Through the usage of runtime analysis data, Navi was able to accurately identify classes and functions responsible for this behavior, highlighting the exact points where privilege escalation risks may be present. We're off to a good start, so let's request a sequence diagram of the behavior as well. Perfect. We now have a comprehensive sequence diagram referencing specific functions associated to their relevant classes. With these artifacts, we now have a detailed understanding of the issue and its security implications. The next step is to consolidate this into a shareable format. I'll ask Navi to compile this into a wiki page to pull all of this information together. Finally, I'll copy the completed documentation and attach it to the issue. I'll clean it up a little bit and submit it as a comment for the team. In just over a minute, we've created a detailed security artifact which highlights the risk, provides clear technical breakdown, and offers actionable guidance. This enables a faster, more secure issue resolution and knowledge transfer among the team. I wanted to demonstrate how Navi can help developers review code changes in a number of critical domains. I currently have a branch checked out, which includes some changes to an entity within Waltz called licenses. I've requested a review without specifying additional criteria, which means that Navi will provide me with a comprehensive analysis across multiple domains. These include correctness, code quality, performance, documentation, testing, design and architecture, security, and compatibility. Navi reviews the branch, generating summaries for each domain and identifying potential considerations or recommended actions where something might deviate from best practices or pose a risk. For example, in this instance, Navi flagged a potential copy and paste error. This subtle issue could lead to unexpected behavior or even security vulnerabilities if left unaddressed. Now, if I want to ensure that specific aspects of the code are thoroughly reviewed, I can customize Navi's review criteria. By sharing additional context such as architectural documentation, design specifications, security guidelines, compliance requirements, Navi will tailor the review. In this case, I have security domains that are top priority for review in this specific application, so I'll include them and we'll perform the review again. This document specifies more detailed domains of security, such as authentication, authorization, input validation, session management, data security, dependencies, error handling, and testing. And as we can see, our review is now tailored to the domains that we requested. This is an effective way for developers to identify and respond to potential vulnerabilities or issues proactively before submitting those changes for code review by a human or shipping them to production.